Hello, and thank you for joining me to this talk. Today, I am going to talk to you about achieving financial independence. I grabbed that subject because I'm starting and I'm talking about my goals to reach by the time I hit 50, which is January 2022. Anyway, so I've been reading, and actually I'm gonna start reading Your Money or Your Life. I've read it before. As you can see, I ruin my books when I read, and I have bookmarks and different places of the book. I got this book when I was a junior in college. I went to Cal Poly Pomona. I graduated from there in 1997, and I believe it was an economics teacher or operations management. Anyway, and he said to the class, he said that college is great. You learn new things, you meet new people. It opens up your mind to the different opportunities that there is in life. But the one most important thing that you will learn in your life is in this book. He actually grabbed it and he said, read it, buy it. And this is, if you read this and you apply what it says, this is all you need to have an abundant and beautiful life. I read it, but I did not read it in college. I bought it that year because he was smart and he gave us this good advice. And so I bought it and I opened it up. It's not an easy read. It's not interesting. It has stories and it has graphs. I'm just gonna start reading it. This is gonna be my February read, and it has graphs. And I always, when I read it the first time, which was like way after I bought it, like years, like probably 20 years after, so it's been more than 20 years since I graduated. Anyway, so I read it, but it probably took me a year to read it, so I didn't remember, things. But I'm gonna read it this time, and I'm gonna read it in February. So I'm gonna 1 month to read it, and then I'll tell you what I learned. If it's really cool, I might tell you before I finish learning or reading. Anyway, and the reason I dig that one back up is because I also listen to Paola Herrera. She's a Mexican YouTuber, all in Spanish, but recommend her. I love the woman. I mean, she is the reason why I'm doing this whole thing, actually. But one of the things, I started listening to her last year because Angie sent her to me for a meditation, but then I kept listening to her, and she is amazing, at least to me. I like her. But she said to do a financial x-ray of myself, which I worked on that last year because I knew in January my goal was to, pay off everything I owe so I could start my 50s So anyway, I did my financial x-ray. I put everything I owed and everything I have or make, and I was pretty much flush, which is not where you want to be, because I think, not for you to know or for me to tell you, but I think I have like $50 left after I pay like all my bills, which is not a good place to be. But I will not be there by the end of this year. And it's like it wakes you up, and you see it and you go, no wonder I'm always like tight at the end of the month, or sometimes I don't have enough to pay this or that because I'm like this. And you know, it's a little scary, but I was also excited to know that, you know, how much I have and how much I owe. And no, it's not good to owe so much money, but it just opens up your eyes to see, you know, where you want to go, you know, because before that I've always been somebody that, you know, it's good to live day by day, but I didn't really know or care what was going on. I knew and wanted to know what I needed to do for today to move on till tomorrow. And I didn't. Paola said, do your financial x-ray, and that is the point where I said, oh, you know, I owe a lot of money, but I thought I was a lot worse, because if you add up all the things that you actually have, then I really am not doing that bad, because I'm pretty good. I just thought my daily is where off. And so that was one of her videos. And another of her videos was like, have envelopes or bank accounts, which is what I did. I have like 3 different bank accounts, maybe 4. And I divided like the things, like okay, this bank account is going to be for these bills, and they're going to pay at this point. So I have like exactly the money going in there to pay those things. And then I have another one which has the money that I get where I also pay things, but it's things that are, these are the things that are like going to be paid off, and then that is going to be money that's going to be there in savings, because I don't need that money for anything else. This is the bank account that has the money that for things that are never going to end up being paid, like insurance and what else is there, like memberships, or, you know, things like that you pay but they never stop being paid. Plus, you know, that's where I have the money for gas, for things the kids need, for groceries, for just stuff that we need. And then I have another one where I have like smaller bills that come every once in a while. For example, like a Kohl's card, when you go and get an emergency something, and then, you know, I have the money here to pay those off. So I have it like that, and it's you know, all my money is going, but it's gonna come back one day when I finish paying all this. And that is amazing to just know, So I invite you guys to do a financial x-ray of you, how much you owe, how much you have. And even if it's a lot, at least you have like a starting point to move forward and get these babies out of the way. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm going to do. That is my goal, and I will, you know, tell you where I'm at once I get there, or you know, maybe a little bit during my time, maybe when I finish paying something and I know I'm going to get, you know, and now I have this extra money, even though because I'm doing several things. I talked to a financial advisor at one of these banks that I opened up, and she said to use the snowball effect, which is another little thing that you guys could use. And it is you do the x-ray, which I already did, and then you put your, like, if you have credit cards or loans or whatever, and you do the ones that are the least, where you owe the least, and you finish paying those off. You know, you pay that, you know, like all the extra money you have, you pay it towards that. And when it's gone, then the payment that you were making to that, the minimal, then you put it to the next lowest bill. And then you go and pay that one off, and when that one's paid off, then the money for both of those credit cards, you go to the next lowest bill. And like that, by the end of this year, with the snowball effect, with my financial x-ray, and with reading this book and following its little graphs, which is probably something about the financial x-ray, I'm assuming, because everything's the same, just different, but everything's gonna bring us to the same end result, which is achieving financial independence in 2022. I have that baby on my vision board. I see it every day. I am excited. I love knowing that that's where I'm headed, and I love knowing how much I owe, because like I said, I never knew how much I owed, and just knowing should make me nervous, but it actually makes me happy to know, okay, from here I'm just going down, and I am gonna be happy. I'm already happy just that I'm working on it, and that I found all these things that have helped me just make a plan, because we all just need to make a plan. And I know that there's a lot of almost middle-aged people that are having this problem. I can't be the only one. You think that you're gonna be good, and just all these things come up, and you just another thing that the financial advisor told me is that to start a savings account, because I have all these bank accounts, but I don't have a savings account, because all the bank accounts are for more money going out to pay all these things. But I need a savings where I could put money, even if it's $5 every week, so I could have a savings, and that savings is for the stuff that makes all this debt. For example, if you need tires, or if your car fails and you have to take it to the mechanic, what do? If you don't have a savings and all your money's going to all the credit cards, or all the payments, all the things you owe, then of course you're gonna put it on a credit card again. And I'm trying not to. I've gone through January, it's almost over, and I have not used the credit card. COVID stay at home probably helps a lot, but it's been good. It's been a great 2020 COVID era learning experience for me. I learned all this stuff mostly from Paola Herrera. If you speak Spanish, go find her. She's really inspirational. She helps you, and she's the reason I'm here. Anyway, if you like this and you've seen it for the first time, subscribe. That'd be great. And I hope you like this, and I hope if you have this problem, you join me in making it a goal to get out of there and start our 50s, or whatever age you're at, with financial independence. That is the goal for the world. Everybody would wish to be there, and that is one of my biggest goals for 2022. I will be 50 that year. Well, see you on the next talk. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked it. Bye.